Hi guys, welcome to another video. Everybody loves going on Reddit. A lot of people like to use Google, but Reddit is the true search engine of Internet of Things. It's been there for plus few decades now and has been killing it. It's one of the best platforms for communities. Well, Reddit is popping out on NFTs too. It has sales of over 175 Ethereum, just killing it and bringing a huge spike on the Polygon network. It has more volume than actually OpenSea. That is really exciting. While we thought bear market would bring everything down, some new platforms are breaking through. Talking about adoption, big volume, and exciting news. There's another one today. Cash App has enabled Bitcoin on their application for over 40 million people who are using Cash App. Azuki is one of the famous projects in the NFT space. And when they came out with proof of stake where they were giving 24 karat golden skateboards. And those skateboards were sold for 1901 ETH. Literally, yes, 1901 ETH. That's a massive number. And they made $2.5 million in sales. Insane amounts, big adoptions coming in NFT space. Let's jump into the chart, see what's happening. There's a slight pump coming right now in Bitcoin. Will it stay or we could expect a dump? First thing first, let's start with DXY on the daily time frames. So DXY, after having in a quick upside all the way into the highs of 114, is finally coming back and retracing onto this support line at 110. It's gonna be very interesting to see whether we're gonna hold this because the trend line is very close. We have taken a bounce previously from this support range from the trend line and then saw a big upside. Will we repeat this pattern or we're likely going to be breaking and coming back into this range, retesting this, probably getting support here or facing rejection and then dumping or likely just pump from here. This is going to be very important and towards the weekend, we're going to figure it out. Let's jump into the USDT's daily time frames. So the USDT's dominance on the daily time frames is showing a very healthy uptrend. And this uptrend, if we want to draw a trend line here, will give you guys an easy confirmation what I'm exactly talking about. So if you see this trend line, we are likely to have a retest here of this trend line at about 7.32%, might even wick below to about almost 7%. And then whatever happens on DXY is going to reflect on USDT's dominance and we are going to be planning the next big move. Let's move into BTC on the 4-hour time frames. We're only going to be observing the lower time frames today, especially for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if we look into the RSI's bearish divergence that we saw a few days ago, that the RSI's divergence was heading upwards, the line is going higher. While if we look into the candlestick price, it is going downwards. So that was a bearish divergence where we saw this retest and a small retracement where we took support back again from the 200 moving average and the 50 moving average. After that, small volume has come in, especially on the 4 hours. 1 hour, obviously, this volume was bigger, but on the 4 hours, slightly some volume has come into the markets, and now we are seeing a bullish upside, a very healthy bullish candle there. Likely, we're going to be seeing some sideways movement here and maybe having a retest of 19,700 and $15. If we look into the MACD, it just turned green. So there's a big upside possible right now in Bitcoin. Let's move into the Ethereum's 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart on ETH, similar bearish divergence while the RSI was heading downwards. If we look into the candlesticks, they were heading higher. So that was a bearish divergence is still playing out while on BTC it had played out. So here the bearish divergence is still playing out. We might have a retracement to about $1,350, maybe to even retesting the 200 moving average and the 50 moving average to about $1,315. So if we do see another upside coming here because the volume looks decent, not the best, but we got to take it right now since the market has been pretty sideways that we might even wake into at least $1,400. But the chances of that, I'm not really confident, but that is possible though. That is possible. So if we look into the retracement, I would be looking at somewhere around $1,315 to about this resistance box, which is at $1,350. So going to be very, very interesting. We have retested this box several times, especially on the daily time frames. We are at some crucial points right now. If we look into the MACD, had discussed in the previous video, it had been green for some time. So I was expecting something to be coming, or this could be a divergence. Finally, we have seen some big momentum coming in with small volume, but we got to take it. Market had been pretty sideways. Something is better than nothing. Let's move into the World Cup champion coin, which is Algo. So Algorand is one of the biggest partners in collect FIFA for Football World Cup happening in Qatar. So this is going to be a big coin. It's time to shine real soon. It's up about 4% right now. I do expect it to face some resistance from the daily 50 MA. This is the daily chart. If we look into upper BB, this is where I am hoping that Algorand is going to be touching very soon, which is a mix of our upper BB and the 200 moving average at about 3.942. That would be about 40 cents. So we could expect a move coming to 40 cents. Whatever happens with the 50 MA is going to be very crucial. So this could be your entry point if you want to get into this trade. We are trading right above this support box, which we had tested for past several weeks now. So we could expect a big move coming. If we look at the RSI, it looks pretty clean. So that is a very healthy sign for taking this trade. If we look at the MACD, just turned green, just the sweet point to take a trade. Let's move into Theta. Theta is another coin performing really well right now. We could expect a big move to be coming in Theta at some point, at least testing the 200 moving average, which is at 1.461, about $1.46. Going to be very, very important here. Similar situation, just like Algo, it is testing the 50 MA right now. It's gonna be giving a confirmation if we do break past above the 50 MA to be taking this good trade. If we look at the MACD right now, looking amazing. The only worrying sign here that is that the RSI is rising up really, really quickly while the price isn't. So we have to be very, very careful here. You can even take a short trade from about this 50 MA position to $1.20. That could also work out. Widely, I like to take longer trades. So maybe a decent trade to $1.40 would be very reasonable if we do see an upside from the 50 MA. Let's move into fear and greed index. We are in extreme fears, still at the 20s, not much happening, just remaining at these 20 levels. Let's move right into crypto bubbles. So on the bubbles today, we can see TON is up about 7.4%. AXS is finally pumping. It's about 5.8%. Clay is up about 6.1%. Hex is up about 6.1%. Algo, like I just said, is up about 7.3%, looking very good. And on the weekly time frames, is up about 2.9%. So this is a very good week and a day for Algorand. Overall, most coins are pretty green right now, which is a good sign. We need to see some bounces coming, slight relief coming. The whole October was pretty sideways. Some action is needed right now in the market. Let's move into the derivatives data. So long position traders are dominant and are willing to pay to short traders. More longs are opening right now. Buying sentiment is dominant in the derivative market. More buy orders are filled by takers, so more buying is happening right now. As OI increases, it indicates investors are closing future positions and possibility of trend reversal. In turn, this might trigger the possibility of long and short squeeze caused by sudden price movements or vice versa. So have to be very, very cautious. That's why I didn't say get into the trade. I said we need to wait for Algo and Theta to break above the 50 MA on the daily time frames to actually ape into this trade. Still quite risky here. A lot of liquidations are happening. A lot of short positions were open. Massive liquidations in the last 24 hours. In the last video, we discussed that the British Prime Minister had resigned. Was the shortest reign that we have ever seen in the British history. Now they have announced a new candidate, which is going to be Rishi Sunak. And that guy is a pro crypto, pro Web3 guy, which is a great news for UK. I do expect he's going to make some amazing decisions, new policies that will increase the crypto adoption in the UK. So that's all for this video, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you do, smash the like button, share your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Going to be back in here soon. Take care, guys. Bye bye.